Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our play-by video of Eldritch Horror and Cities in Ruin. Well, it's going pretty crap. We have got first two turns and we've had two rumours, one of which is a real pig. But before we get into turn 3, got a couple of errors. Yes, it's Catweazle's cock-up corner. First one involved delivery service. This is like charter flight. You've got to use it immediately. We did not use it immediately. So what I'm going to do is, rather than use it, I'm just going to discard it. Yeah, we just didn't use it. We just discarded it. It's fine. Bob has got a very similar ability anyway about trading with anyone around the board, so it's not a real big problem. The main thing we were trying to do was obviously rotate what was in the asset reserve, and we managed to do that, so that's fine. So we'll just discard that, and that's that sorted. The other thing was Lily Chen. Lily Chen was battling the Ancient Chthonian. She used martial prowess. I flipped it over, and it gave us the option of spending a stamina if we wanted an extra 2 dice. We did that. While I was doing that calculation of adding the 2 dice on, I forgot that I had to take 2 dice off for the Ancient Chthonian, so I rolled 9 dice. I should have rolled 7. So what we'll do is we'll redo that combat now. We've already done the horror check, so we'll take that as read. But we need 7 dice, not 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need at least 1 success. Come on. And we get 3 successes anyway. And remember, we did have the re-roll, so for the rabbit's foot, we're not going to do it. 3 successes is good enough. 3 6s, we'll keep them. So, so that's cool. We did it anyway with 7 dice. Right, so that is all the corrections made from last turn. So, what happened previously on Cities of Ruin? The fetch stick hummed in Pete's hands. He exchanged glances with Duke, who tilted his head quizzically at the staff. "North ain't in the card, boy," Pete explained to the hound. The staff was literally pulling in a direction, and Pete knew what that meant. Looking into the electronics store on the streets of London, he soon learned why the staff was pulling at him. On the newly fangled TV in the window, the news was focused on the tragic events of a US city called Arkham. To the untrained eye, it would appear to be a natural disaster of sorts, an out-of-control fire perhaps. Pete saw it though, and pointed it out to Duke. An unearthly shimmer could be seen in the footage, and if one looked closely, the forms of otherworldly beings were visible, although barely. "That is where we're headed then," he said, eyeing his hound. Duke barked, then whined, and then he wagged his tail. Pete gave the dog a firm nod, and they were off, following the pull of the fetch stick. So here we are with good old Ashcan. He's got a ship ticket and he has got 2 clues. Now, unfortunately, he was supposed to be going up to Space 13. In fact, that's what Doug was going to do before I alpha gamered him and badgered him to change his mind and actually go to Arkham. So he is going to go to Arkham. So thanks very much. He was very gracious, was Doug, and he did agree. Well, I think he agreed. I don't think I twisted his arm too much. So Doug is hopefully going to head to Arkham. You'll see that shortly. He's still got all of his health and all of his sanity, so he's doing pretty good. We'll be able to use practice, the fetch stick Duke. The deck, we're going to have to leave. Hopefully we'll get away with it. But there will be a reckoning. We're just going to have to hope that it isn't too bad. Okay, right, that is it for Ashcan Pete. Next up is Vincent Lee. Vincent's dreams had been vivid, full of masked figures and the temple of the Sphinx. He still could not recall the missing hours or how he had managed to return to the hotel. Sitting in the lobby, enjoying a morning cup of tea, a young boy approached Vincent and handed him a letter before he ran off. It was sealed with a wax stamp that looked oddly familiar. Inside was a crude-looking map and directions to a location in Dakar. With no other leads, Vincent's curiosity got the better of him and he decided to journey west. The directions led to a well-hidden cave. Strange markings that matched the one on the wax seal were etched into the trees and the rocks by the entrance. Vincent felt strangely drawn to the cave. Inside, the cave was small. Thick cobwebs hung over everything, and bones littered the floor. It didn't seem as though anyone had been in the cave for a long time. On a small ledge on one of the walls, Vincent caught a glint of red. Moving closer, he found an ornate sword with a ruby set into the hilt. And here we are with Vincent. Yes, he's got the Sword of Yahatala. And very nice it is too. But he's also got this amnesia condition that we're going to have to try and get rid of. And we're going to have to try and get that clue that we failed to get last turn and put it on the mystery. So I think that's pretty much what Vincent is going to do this turn. Okay, after Vincent, it is Bob Jenkins. Bob wished that he'd never touched that coin. The visions were becoming almost incessant now. One in particular was growing in his mind. A foul beast from beyond space that was ripping through the very fabric of time and forcing its way into this dimension. Bob was having nightmares that were like a horrifying version of time-lapse photography. The loathsome monster was forcing its way slowly but surely into this reality. What's more, it appeared to be concentrated on Arkham, Massachusetts. It was time for Bob to head home. So here we are with Bob. Yes, he's going to Arkham as well. He's got a clue, he's got a focus. He's back up to full health and sanity, so that's good, but he also has a debt condition that will trigger this turn because we do know we're going to get a reckoning, so that's a bit grim. We've got rid of the service delivery, that's gone, so everything's fine. That's it for Bob. Next up is Lily Chen. Lily moved on, doggedly pursuing clues in the hopes of figuring out what was happening around her. Her investigations uncovered something that she had never imagined. A worm-like creature that attacked her after she lost her footing travelling through the wilderness, and she had inadvertently disturbed its resting place. When they battled, Lily's training from the monks stood her in good stead. As she injured the monster, it scuttled away back to its underground lair. Stopping to catch her breath and grab a sip of water, Lily continued on. So here we are with Lily. Yes, she defeated that horrible ancient Chthonian last turn. She's got a couple of focus. She's down on her stamina because she used one to get a couple of extra dice using martial prowess. But we'll sort that out this turn. That's fine. So she's going to stay where she is, I think, do a bit of resting and whatnot. And she is also going to try and get a clue from a research encounter this time and try and put it onto the mystery, because you don't win jack without solving the mysteries. Right, that is it for Lily Chen. Let's get on with the turn proper and get into the action phase. And here we are at the action phase, and Ashcan Pete is our first player. His first action is going to be a travel action. Yep, he's travelling to Arkham. There's a showdown going on. For his second action, he is going to gain a focus. We will probably need some re-rolls. So we'll put focus onto his player tray. That is it for Ashcan Pete. Next up is Vincent Lee. And here we are with Vincent. First thing Vincent's going to do is he's going to rest. He's at full health and full sanity, so all we're resting for is to try and get rid of amnesia, where we need a 5 or 6. So we'll use one of these 6s. Come on, 5 or a 6. Oh, she's going to get a Dark Pact. Well, there's now what we can do. He's going to get a Dark Pact, unfortunately. But one thing about getting a Dark Pact is he will actually get something for it. Yeah, when you sign up for a Dark Pact, you do get something. It's just when it gets called in that's the problem. That is a real bummer. Ugh. Right, anyway, that's just his first action. His second action, he is going to gain a focus. So there is a focus for Vincent. That is a real downer. We've had 2 goes at trying to get rid of that and we're not able to get rid of it. Dark Pact. Oh, rubbish. Righto, so that's it for Vincent. Next up is Bob Jenkins. And here we are with Bob. What's Bob going to do? Well, first of all, he's going to rest. Now, he can't get any stamina or sanity back, but he can put his final clue onto that rumour. The first rumour we got, if you remember, nightmarish dreams. So, if there are clues on this rumour equal to half the investigators, which is 2, solve this rumour. We have solved this rumour, so at least we've got rid of one of them. So we'll get rid of all these Eldritch tokens. And these 2 clues can now be discarded. We'll get rid of those. So at least we have managed to solve one rumour. We've just got the really nasty one still in play. Okay, so that was his first action. For his second action, he too is going to travel, and he is going to join Ashcan Pete because we need backup. We need all the backup we can get against this Render of the Veil, so he has moved across there to Arkham. That is it for Bob Jenkins' go. Next up is Lily Chen. And here we are with Lily Chen. First thing she's going to do is take a rest action. So she's going to get back that stamina that she lost in the fight with the Ancient Chthonian. For her second action, she's actually going to do a component action, because she has got Studious as a condition, which is a talent. Test will -1. If you pass, improve 1 skill of your choice. So we could do with passing this. She has a will of 3. We do have a lucky rabbit's foot, and it is a test. So that's pretty good. And we might use, actually she's got a couple of focuses, we might use those as well because we'd like to pass this. So what is it? Test will -1, so that's going to be 2 dice because she's got a will of 3. Come on. A 5, even though 1 fell out. Don't hit the 5. It did hit the 5, but it did knock it over. So she did that. That is brilliant. Now the first thing she is going to improve is going to be will. Surprisingly enough, because that improves her chance of doing Studious again, because it's a will test. So she's going to do that, but she also has a passive ability. When you improve a skill, you may immediately improve that skill again. So she got +1 through Studious, and then she immediately improved it again to +2. So she now has a will of 5. She can't get any higher than that. You can only improve +2. But that means she'll be rolling 4 dice the next time that she uses Studious. So that's brilliant. So well done to Lily. That is it for the action phase. Next up is the encounter phase. Not yet it isn't, because I'm an idiot. So we've got to flip the card. So flip the card, we got 1 to 2 successes. Your exhaustive studies have left you emotionally drained, lose a sanity, so she loses a sanity. I should have probably done this before we did the rest action, but we'll know that next time. If we got 0, you fear that you may have reached the limits of what you can learn. If you rolled any 1s, discard this card, okay? And if we get 3+, your studies unearthed abilities you never knew you had. Gain 1 talent condition, then flip this card. That's not too bad, that. So she does lose a sanity. So apologies for not flipping it, but we've done it now. So unfortunately she's down to 5 sanity, but that's okay. We're still doing groovy. So now we are going to do the encounter phase. And here we are at the encounter phase. And it's Ashcan Pete, and this is very, very important phase. So Ashcan, he's turned up in Arkham. First thing we've got to do is, before we can have any sort of encounter, is we've got to fight monsters. First monster we've got to fight is the normal monster, that's the buyer key. So let's have a look at it. So if we flip it over, we've got a normal will check, thankfully, that's great. Then we'll go on to the combat check, which is, again, we've got no penalties to that, so that's pretty good. So first of all, though, we've got to do the horror check. So that's a will test, and we've got to get at least 1 success. Hopefully we can do this. So let's have a look at him. He's got a will of 3. So 1, 2, 3 dice. Come on, Ashcan. Come on. Oh, cobblers. We're going to have to re-roll that. The reason is, it's 4. Yeah, you can lose 4 sanity off the Render of the Veils. So we're going to have to spend a focus and hope that we can get it. Come on, Ashcan. A 6, yes. So that was a focus I didn't want to lose, but it also means he's passed that horror check, because if he fails the horror check on the render, he can afford to lose 4 sanity. Right, okay, so that's 1 focus gone, which is a downer. Now, on the buy a key, it's a normal strength test, normal combat test. He's got no penalties, so he gets +6 for the fetch stick. He's got 3 strength, that's 9 dice. And we've got to get 2 successes, remember. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, Ashcan. You can do it, son. You can. Oh, I wish we'd got this roll. I wish we'd got this against the render. We'd have beat it. So that's 6. He has killed the buyer key. So that's gone. He hasn't lost any of his sanity or anything. He's not going to do that thing where he flies off. So we've killed this. That goes back into the bag. And one important thing is, because he used the fetch stick, if you defeat during a combat encounter, you get an extra clue, which is good, because that will replace the focus we've just lost. So there we go, we've got another clue. Having defeated the buyer key, he's now going to attack the render. Right, so we'll let's keep these successes to one side. You know how I like keeping successes to one side. So there we go. Keep them to one side, and he's got to do another horror check. This is -1 though, so he's only going to get 2 dice on this one, but we can afford to lose 4 sanity. I think it is 4 sanity we lose. It is. But he's got 5, so that's okay. And remember, he's got Duke. Duke always gives you sanity back, I think. Let's just check him. Yeah, when you perform a rest action, recover 1 additional sanity, so he could get 2 sanity next time he rests. So that is pretty good. Right. But we prefer to pass. We prefer to get 2. We didn't. Damn it. I'm not spending a clue. The reason I'm not spending a clue to re-roll it is we need it all for, you know, putting damage. So he's lost 4 sanity, unfortunately. But I'm sure he'll be okay. I'm sure he'll be fine. Oh, that's bad. Right. Now comes the big one. So we've got -2. We haven't got that Pentacle of the Plains thing, so it is -2. Now this is going to be 8 dice, because it's 6 for the fetch stick, 3 for his strength, which is 9. Oh, did we get +1 off practiced? Oh, it's only once per round you may roll 1 additional die. So I'm saving it for now. And we get a re-roll with it. We also get a re-roll with Duke. I didn't use the Duke re-roll either. We want to get as many damage on this guy as we can. So 6 +3, extra 1 here is 10. -2 is going to be 8 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. Come on. Yes, is that it? Oh, that looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get in! Ashcan! Yes! Well, he just kicked its ass. Woo! Roll 1 fewer die when resolving the strength test if the plane's toughness is equal to... Oh, brilliant. I haven't caught that up, have I? I don't think I have. I don't think I have. I think I've done that right. Goodbye, Render of the Veils. Goodbye, Render of the Veils, like horrible card. Yes, yes, yes. Brilliant. And not only that, we get another clue, because we defeated another monster. So Another clue. He's got 4 clues now. Oh, that was just awesome. What an absolute star Ashcan Pete is. He just went in there. He didn't even need a re-roll. He's on 1 sanity. But that's not too bad. That is absolutely fabulous. He's killed all them. And yeah, didn't need a re-roll or anything. Now we've got a decision to make now. Does he go in the gate, which is now open, so he could have an encounter in the gate, but he's on 1 sanity. He's got to have an encounter. He can't sort of duck out of one. We could have a generic city encounter, hope it's easy, or just an Arkham encounter and hope it's easy. It's for gaining spells, Arkham encounters. So I have a feeling that that will be a law test. He's got a law of 3. Remember, he didn't use practiced, he didn't use Duke. So I think he's going to do an Arkham encounter. We will let Bob do the Otherworld encounter. We will do it that way because it's also very nice, of course, to shut gates. So let's take these out. So he's going to do an Arkham encounter. Remember, he can do an encounter because he has killed all the monsters, because he is a groin puncher extraordinaire. That is brilliant, man. That is absolutely brilliant. I really hope I haven't messed that up. I don't think I have. Right. Just don't lose sanity on this, Pete. Right. Arkham. A fortune teller in Independence Square warned you of dire events. You try to interpret her words. It's a law test. His law is 3, which isn't bad. We've got Duke and practiced. Oh no, we haven't got practiced, we used it, sorry. We did use practiced, so we've just got Duke, which is rolling 1 die. Which is re-rolling 1 die, sorry. Right, so law test is 3. Come on. Ah! We're going to re-roll. So we've got to re-roll. Let's use this one. Come on. Damn it! Are we going to use a clue? Yes. We're going to fling a clue at it. We sort of got a couple of clues for free, didn't we, of killing the monsters, so I'll give it 2 more re-rolls, so come on. A 1. Rubbish. And we'll use the other clue that we got. Right, this is just the last clue. This is the last time we're going to try it. A 6, yes. So we did pass it. It cost us 2 clues, but like I say, those 2 clues were basically the freebies we got from killing the buyer key and the render. I just want to make sure he doesn't lose any sanity. If you pass, you discern that you ultimately survive. Gain a blessed condition. Yes! There, if you want to read what the rest is, but we've got a blessed condition. That is what we want. So let's pick one out. Here we go. Here's the Talents and Boons deck. Give it a cut. And our first blessed condition. There we go. So he is blessed as well. What a turn he has had. He's had to spend 2 clues for that. But, well, yes. We wanted to pass. I don't think he would have lost the sanity, but I didn't want to chance that. I certainly didn't want the hero of the hour going nuts and going to Arkham Asylum. So brilliant, he is now blessed. What a turn, what a star, what an absolute winner. Woohoo! Nice one, Doug. Righto, so that is it for Ashcan Pete. What a star. So we'll just have to hope the Mythos isn't horrendous. Don't want a Mythos where everybody loses a bloody sanity or something. That'll be, oh, that'd be bad. Right, anyway, forget about that. Right, next up is Vincent Lee. He's down at Dakar. And here we are with Vincent Lee. What's Vincent Lee going to do? He's going to try and follow Ashcan and pick this clue up and stick it on the mystery. So we'll need this deck, which is the research deck. which I think has to go that way around. Right. Okay. A cut. Then come on, let's have a chance at getting a clue at least. We're in the wilderness. The ground shakes. Oh, this is bad news. The ground shakes and trees begin to splinter in the distance, and you see a wall of water rushing towards you. You scramble to scale a rocky cliff face, strength -1. His strength is, bear with me, his strength is 2. No, his strength is 2. He's composed though. So, and he's got a focus token. He is composed. So come on. Oh, what a bloody strength test! Unbelievable. A 3. He's going to spend obviously his focus. Oh no! First of all, he's going to use his composed condition because that wasn't a 1. 6. Yes. So he kept his focus. Yes. Brill stuff. Right. If you pass, you make it to safety and watch the tsunami pass. Gain this clue. Woo! We've gained this clue. There's a fail for anybody who wants to read it, but I'm not reading it. Right, we can discard that. Oh, yes. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. Let's keep it going. We get this clue. We're putting this clue straight onto the mystery. So we've got our first clue on the mystery. I think we've put it on straight away. I'm just checking the mystery. After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend 1 clue and place it on this card. So we've done that. Awesome! Vincent, you the boy. Right, that is it for Vincent Lee. Next, it's Bob. Let's move up to Arkham, and he's got a gate to go into. And here we are with Bob at Arkham. Don't know why I moved that out of the way, because I'm going to have to use it, obviously, for the Otherworld encounter. So let's get the Otherworld encounter deck. That's here. This is quite a meaty deck now as well. Right, so let's give it a quick shuffle, like we always do. Crappy shuffle, and then a cut. And let's see what is through the gate. It's the city of the Great Race. One of the other Yithians claims to be an ancient Egyptian warrior in the army of Sneferu, who drove Neferunkar into hiding. You ask him to tell you the secrets of his struggles against the Dark Pharaoh influence. Amazing. Yay! So, remember, he has got a focus as well, and his influence is 5. I believe we can use the personal assistant. We can. We get a re-roll as well, so you definitely use that 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A re-roll and a focus. But we didn't need it because we got 3 successes, because we rock. So let's move to the pass. Sympathetic to your cause, the warrior teaches you a complicated chant, which is a lore test. Not so good. We've still got the focus, but he's got tons of stuff. So if we do a lore test, oh, with visions we get a re-roll when doing the lore test. So we've got another re-roll, a focus, and that's pretty much it. He's got a lore of 2. It was just a lore test, wasn't it? So we'll use 2 of these successes. And remember, we've got a re-roll and a focus. Come on. Come on! Ah! Right, re-roll for visions. Come on. Oh, God, a 2 and 2 ones we've done. Right, we've got to spend the focus. Oh, come on. Oh. Get in the tower. Yes, the 6. We've done it. If you pass, the magic returns you to your body. Close this gate. Woo! Do, 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 do. We done it. We've done it. Right, so let's get rid of that. Put the deck back, and we have closed the gate. We have closed a gate. Arkham is closed. Awesome. God, we're doing really, really well. Did anybody doubt it? What a star. Fabulous. And now it's Lily. Can Lily get that second clue token onto that mystery? Let's find out. And here we are with Lily. So we need the research deck again. Here it is. Another shuffle. Whoop. Another crap shuffle. Another cut. Come on, let's be having it. We're in wilderness again. You come across a nest of giant eggs. Gain this clue. That's going straight on the mystery. We only need 2 more clues on that mystery. And we've got a clue at 13, which actually Ashcan Pete can get to. He's got a ship ticket, so he can get to space 13. And also Bob can get back to London. Way, looking good. As you near the eggs, you feel yourself lose control of your body. Test will. Haha, she's just up to will. She's got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has she got any re-rolls or anything? She's got 2 focus. And she's got the lucky rabbit's foot as well. So come on, surely we've got to pass this. It's not a minus anything, is it? No, we've got 5 dice. She gets 2 successes. What a turn this has been. If you pass, you break free of the control, gain 1 talent condition, and there's the fail. But we're not interested in the fail because we passed. So, talent condition. Woo! Brilliant. Does she get? Hang on, I've just got to check her passive again. Oh no, that's improving skills. Right, a talent. Crappy shuffle. A cut. And off the bottom, martial prowess. Now she's already got this. You can't have 2 conditions the same. So we'll have to go again. Righteous is not a talent, it's a boon. Elusive is a talent. During the encounter phase, you may test observation. If you pass, you may choose an encounter if there are no monsters on your space and flip this card. Well, she's not going to do that. The reason she probably won't use this. I mean, she'll have it, but she probably won't use it because she likes to kill stuff. So, well, it's better than nothing, isn't it? So, right, she's now got the elusive condition. Oh, I'll tell you what we do. She's got the elusive condition. Let's take those back. Oh yes. Good old Bob, where is it? She's gained a condition, so he's going to use his visions. Once per round, when another investigator gains a non-common condition, you may look at the back of that card, then flip this card. So remember to flip it, Paul. Elusive. Resolve the effect based on your test result. So if we get 0 to 1, staying out of sight makes it nearly impossible to do your work. Roll 1 fewer die when resolving tests during the encounter phase this round. 2+, no one knows you are here and no one knows the nature of your work, no additional effect. Like I say, she probably won't use it anyway, but the main reason that we've looked at the back there is because we get to flip visions. And we know what happens when we flip the vision card. There are other worlds beside this one, yada yada yada. Look at the top 2 gates in the gate stack. Buenos Aires is on the top, remember? Woo! What a turn! So, Buenos Aires is on the top, and what's going to be next is... So there's Buenos Aires. The next one is San Francisco. Well, we don't mind San Francisco, it's right here. So we'll keep San Francisco on the top. Buenos Aires is going on the bottom. It's going the way of Sydney, people. Oh, what a brilliant turn. The only fly in the ointment this turn is poor old Vincent getting that dark pact, but you can't have everything, can you? So, excellent. We've used visions this turn. We flip both over. I remembered to do it for a change. That is the end of the encounter phase, and that means we are coming to the laugh and chuckle phase. I'll just go and upload this phase. I'm really hoping I haven't made an error, especially with the fight. So hopefully we haven't. Then we'll come back for the laugh and chuckle phase. And here we are, the laugh and chuckle phase. I think we were alright with the combat. It's looking good, it's looking good, it's looking good. Yes! Not that rubbish I was talking about, not being lucky. Forget that, I'm dead jammy. Right, anyway, let's carry on. Hopefully it will last, because we've got one of these, a laugh and chuckle card. Well, at least it hasn't got tentacles on it. So first of all, we've got to move the omen track. First time it's moved, and it goes onto a blue constellation. We do have a blue constellation gate. We have Antarctica down here. So we move to 16 Doom. But not too bad. We haven't set a disaster off, because remember, we've got those Eldritch tokens on the Doom track. Now we've got a reckoning, which is always a laugh, so let's get this front and centre. We'll do it in player order as normal, and I'll get my little reckoning card to make sure that I do it in the correct order. First of all, it's the ancient one, isn't it? And we do have an ancient one reckoning. Let's get the Shoed Mel card. So what do? Each investigator loses a total of 2 health and or sanity. Thank God for that. So obviously Ashcan Pete's going to lose 2 health. So he goes down to 5 health, but that's okay, he's going to rest anyway, so we'll get one of those back. And with the help of who is it? Duke. He should get 2 sanity back. So that's not too bad. Thank God it was and or. Who's next? It is Vincent Lee. Vincent Lee is going to lose 2 health. The reason he's going to lose 2 health is because he's a doctor. So if he has a rest... Oh no, that's conditions. Injury or conditions. Oh no. Yeah, he gets 1 additional health when he rests. Sorry, as a passive. So he's going to lose 2 health. And then it's Bob. Bob's on 7 stamina, so he's going to lose 2 health as well. We'll put a 3 in and get 1 back. So he's down to 5 health. That's okay. He's still pretty strong. And I think that Lily Chen is going to lose 2 health as well. Nobody's losing sanity. So everybody decides to lose health. And that's the end of Shoed Mel. That is a nasty one. We'll have to remember that. We'll have to remember that. It'll be really important to remember when these yellow cards are coming up. Good job we've got Vincent Lee. Good pick there by Lawrence. Right, so that's Shoed Mel. What's next up? Check the card. Monsters. We don't have a reckoning on the Ghast. That is the only monster that's left. And oh, we should have done monsters first, but it's okay because there was no reckoning on the Ghast. Then the ancient one. We've done the ancient one. Then Mythos cards. We've got no Mythos cards with a reckoning on. Woohoo! And then it's possessions and conditions. So first up is Ashcan. Does he have... Oh yes. He's got 2 conditions to deal with. Now he's blessed. We're going to do blessed last because I want him blessed for rolling for debt. So he gets to roll a blue dice. He's got a test influence. His influence is 1. We've used practiced, haven't we? We have used practiced, and we can't re-roll anyway. What am I talking about? So we just get 1 dice. Come on. Test influence, it is 1, isn't it? His influence. 1. Come on. A 6. Amazing. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. I read the top bit. Of course, it's flip the card. Debt to the ghouls. You regret having made such a deal with these nefarious creatures. The need seemed worth the pound of flesh at the time, but now hungry eyes watch you with unyielding intensity. Lose 3 health unless you discard 1 ally asset. Has he got 3 health? He does. Because he hasn't got an ally asset. We're not going to get rid of Duke. Never get rid of Duke, so he's going to lose 3 health. We discard the card. We can get rid of that. But, yes. He's hanging on by his fingertips. So, he's lost 3 health. He's got 2 left. Thankfully, the ancient... Oh, yeah. Thankfully, he can rest next turn. So, he'll get 1 health back. And he'll get 2 sanity. So, it's not ideal. Right, now we've got blessed. Right, roll 1 die on a 1 or a 2. Where's that 6? Come on, we want to keep this. A 6. Ha ha! Roll it again. Always re-roll your 6s. So he keeps blessed. So that's good, but he's on, bloody hell, 2 health and 1 sanity. He definitely will be using a rest action next turn. If only, like, Vincent could get there. If they could meet up somehow, but I don't think they can. He'd get an extra, obviously he'd get an extra health then. But, never mind. Right, so those are his... He's got nothing else to check, has he? No, he doesn't. Oh, now it's a bad one. Now it's the bad one. It is amnesia for Vincent. He's got nothing else to check, has he? No, he hasn't. It's just this. Oh, he gets a test, though. Test will. We've still got a chance not to flip this card. Come on. Test will. What's his will? His will's 4. He's got 4 will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't re-roll any of it. But come on. Success. A 5. Grr, gets away with it. I forgot this was a roll. He gets away with it. Awesome. He's got another chance to get rid of it. Talk about the sword of Damocles. So he's got away with that. He's got nothing else to check. Then it's Bob. All Bob has got, even with all his stuff, Bob's got the medical journal as well. Bob could send the medical journal to Ashcan. So don't worry, Doug. Bob will send you the medical journal, and you've got Duke. So hopefully you should get up to about 3 of each, 4, 3, something like that. So I think we'll be all right. But here's Bob. Bob's got his own problems. You just flip the card. The people you owe have decided to make an example of you. Gain a wanted condition. I didn't even get a roll, did I? So discard the card and get a wanted condition. Oh. Just got to check. I think, yes. Here it is, pursuit conditions. So we'll do a quick shuffle, a cut, and the first wanted condition is right on the bottom. Now, he can't use visions on this because we've already used them. Yeah, we already used it on, was it Lily and Elusive? I think you can only do it once per turn. That's correct, isn't it? Let me check. Yes, once per round. Ooh, actually, round. Let me check this. We might be able to flip this. I believe there's a difference between turn, which is the whole thing, and round. Round might mean that we can use it in the Mythos phase. I'll just check. Bah! Cobblers! Yes, unfortunately, a game round is an action phase, an encounter phase, and a Mythos phase, so we can't actually look at the back of this. Cannot perform acquire assets actions. Oh. It's just what he does, man. When you perform a travel action, you may roll 1 die and a 4, 5 or 6 discard this round. Well, he's going to move. He's going to move back to London anyway. So what we're going to do is will hopefully get rid of this, because we're going to have another reckoning. Yeah, so we need to get rid of it, but fortunately it's a 4, 5 or 6, so it's a 50% chance. So he's wanted. So swaps his deck condition for a wanted condition. That is all he has to check. And our last player, Lily Chen, has nothing with a reckoning on. So I think that is it. Yes, we've done the lot. Put that back. Okay. Right, I think we can get rid of that now. I don't think we'll be doing any more rolling. So what's next is spawn a gate. And we know what it is, because it's San Francisco. But we can also flip this over, because we've got visions. We always play with this. Oh, the pyramids. That'll do. That's Northern Hemisphere as well. Not too far from Vincent. San Francisco, let's put it on a stand. And put it over here near the lovely Lily. So there we are. It's a gate. That means we get a monster. Monster. We could do with an easy one. And not a cultist. A carrier night gaunt. First good thing to notice about the carrier night gaunt is it doesn't have a reckoning on it. 2 toughness, that's okay. Normal will check, fine. So we could lose 2 sanity. Combat check will be -1, but you only lose 1 health anyway. If you pass both the will test and the strength test, you may choose to have this monster lose no health. If you do, you and this monster move to a space within 2 spaces. I think we'll just kill it. Let's just kill it. Right, we'll put it on a stand. So there we are. The other good thing about the San Francisco gate is it is a green comet gate, so we've got a while before the omen track comes round again. But saying that, let's just get it closed eventually. Right. Let's read the card. Just as you begin to believe that all the pain and stress you went through is behind you, the stitches on your wounds tear open. Oh no. No. Ashkan! Sweating and bleeding, you find yourself just as hurt and afraid as when you were at your worst. Old wounds. Event. Each investigator may discard any number of improvement tokens, then he loses 1 health or 1 sanity for each improvement token he has. Ashkan is safe. There's only, I think it's Lily, isn't it? Lily's got the... Yes, there's only Lily. She's got that +2 for will now. And what's she at? She's at 4 health and 5 sanity. So she's going to lose 1 sanity. So she'll be at 4 health, 4 sanity. Why not? Yeah. Because we want to keep that. So she goes down to 4 sanity. That is it for this Mythos card. Let's put it on the back along with the 2 rumours that we solved. What a turn. What a turn. Ashkan is hanging on by a thread, but he's hung on. He can rest next turn. He's got Duke. I think it best he's not the first player next turn. Perhaps if we make Bob the first player, then Bob, as one of his actions, can actually send the medical journal to Ashkan. So when... Let's check the medical journal. You may re-roll 1 die, blah, blah, blah. Whenever you perform a rest action, recover 1 additional health. Brilliant. So he'll have Duke and he'll have the medical journal. He can get 2 health, 2 sanity back. And that will put him up to 4 health and 3 sanity. And he's still blessed. So don't worry, Doug. He's done a sterling job and I think he's going to survive. Awesome. Yeah. So let's make Bob first player next turn, or Vincent. And yeah, just so Bob can send the journal to Ashkan first. Brilliant. Right, so yeah, what a turn. Everything started coming off. Oh, rolling 6 on the buyer key, 6 hits on the buyer key, then 6 hits again without re-rolls on the render was Oh, that was just immense. This is why you play games, isn't it, for things like that. That was just brilliant. And then everything started coming in. It was just like, then we were on a proper roll. It was an avalanche. Everything was just coming off. Even when we missed stuff, you know, we did re-rolls. I think one, we were down to our final re-roll and we got it. Oh, that was just amazing. Then we were able to use visions because of Lily. Lily, while she was putting that, we put 2 clues on the mystery. While Lily was doing that, obviously she got a condition. We looked at the back of it and it meant we could get rid of that Buenos Aires gate. So we got San Francisco instead of Buenos Aires. We've got the pyramids coming up. Oh, amazing. It's just gone really well. After the end of last turn where I just thought it was horrendous. Oh, but I'll tell you one other thing. We had a really good chat and a really good think about what to do. You guys, you know, you came in on the comments and stuff, put some good ideas out there. We were able to have a really good think. And we come up with a really good strategy, I think. And I'm thankful that my rolling backed up that strategy. That just went so well. It's untrue. So, oh, I love it when we have turns like that. That was just amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Brilliant. So that has really turned it round for us now. All we've done is we've lost 1 doom. That's the worst thing that happened. Even, you know, we started hemorrhaging like sanity and health off Ashcan, but even he managed to hang on. So that's and he got blessed into the bargain. So yes, he'll be rolling blue dice from now on. So, oh, this is so good. If we can get 2 more clues and they're within striking distance, that is just fab. Get in there, get those clues, get them on the mystery. That's the first mystery down, and we're really close to really motoring. We can't get too carried away. We've still got these disasters that will come up. Those disasters are bad, and we will hit them eventually. So perhaps if you can finish this first mystery off and then close a couple of gates, we'll be in a good position, I think. If we can get to the 3rd mystery with only 2 disasters going off, I think we are in with a shout. That was just brilliant. I really hope I haven't messed up bad. I really hope I haven't messed up bad. What normally happens when you have a turn like this, I get really giddy and miss something obvious. I hope I haven't. I hope one of you isn't going to be like in the comments saying, you did it wrong, you've got to do it all again. Or I've missed something obvious. I hope not. I really hope not, because that went so well. Right, anyway, enough wittering on. I've got to upload this and let's get it out there. So, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the dislikes. Thank you for all the help and support. Thanks for all the tips and hints, all that sort of stuff. It is very welcome. Please do keep writing them down below if you have any ideas. And it's just great to hear from you all. Fantastic. Thanks to everybody who goes across to Board Game Links to upvote the site or watch the videos over there. It's brilliant. I don't know how you vote for me anymore. I don't think it's allowed. But thank you anyway if you do go across there via the link. Also, anybody on Board Game Geek that comments on the videos over there or upvotes the threads with them on, thanks so much. It really is appreciated. You're a great bunch. Thank you. Right, so that is it for turn 3. What a turn. I hope you join me for turn 4, where we can hopefully crack on. We can get Ashcan back from the brink, and we can really move on against Shude Mel. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, this is me, Catweazle, saying toodaloo.